Hello, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the after credit scenes of Doctor Strange, um, Madness of the Multiverse. So, for those of you who have not seen the movie, there are spoilers coming ahead. I'm not going to spoil everything, but with the two after credit scenes, there will be some spoilers ahead. It's just unavoidable. So if you happen to have not seen it yet, please pause the video and watch the movie, and then come back after you've seen it. So at the end of the movie, Doctor Strange technically wins, and kind of defeats Wanda with logic, I guess you could say. Her and Chavez, America Chavez. So anyway, after his defeat, after his victory, he had to use the Book of the Damned, which gave him his third eye. So he's now being punished for what he's done. So that being said, we see that and him freaking out and seeing the third eye. In the after credit scene, what we see is him walking around in what looks like, we weren't quite sure what universe we were in, to be honest with you. But we found out quite quickly that it was the universe we've been dealing with from the get-go. 616. A portal opens up and a woman with white long hair and a purple outfit comes out and says she needs his help. And so he agrees, he shows his third eye, and she rips a hole in the dimension that shows the dark dimension. And the two of them walk in together. So, who is this person? Well, it's none other than Clea. Clea is a sorceress from the dark dimension. She is half dark dimension. She's half dark dimension. She's half dark dimension humanoid hybrid of that and Flatian, which is basically just an entity of magic potential. They're just created by magic potential. So anyway, you have those two. So she is part of Dormammu's little cult. So she goes to recruit Doctor Strange in this, it looks like. So we don't know fully what's going on, but what this does is it shows magic users in many different dimensions. So she actually at one point, for those of you who don't know, in the comics, she is the Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension, or becomes it at one point. And then at one point, she actually takes over for Doctor Strange and becomes the Sorceress Supreme of Earth. Now, we know very little of what's going to be happening in this. We know very little of what's going to be lead from this, but clearly we're going to have Clea in Doctor Strange, in the third Doctor Strange movie, and we're going to have Dormammu in it as well, unless of course she's taken him out, which I doubt, but we'll see. So it's definitely going to be an interesting movie coming up at some point. And it's interesting to see that we're going to have Clea, who has also been the love interest of Doctor Strange. So instead of him having his girlfriend, the one he's been trying to get with from the get-go, he has now Clea, where he can finally have his happiness, possibly. We also don't know the full extent of what's going to be happening to him with his third eye, and whether or not he's going to be a villain at some point, turn villainous, or if he's going to stay the hero. So it's definitely going to be just interesting overall, and I've said interesting enough, so let's move on. So in the second, after credit scene, it was kind of a joke to the audience because it was Bruce Campbell, who we all thought was going to be in there as Mysterio, and which made us think that Tobey Maguire was going to be in it and everything else. But in actuality, he just made a cameo as some hot dog salesman or some food court guy, and he gets a spell done on him where he was beating himself up, and it was going to go on for 2 weeks. And he at his after credit scene, he stops punching himself. He's done. It's finally over, and it's supposed to be a hint to the audience that the movie's finally done and you can leave. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool, but it was definitely interesting overall. So overall, the movie I thought was great. You know, a lot of people didn't like it. Apparently, I don't see why. I thought they did an excellent job with the multiverse and explaining exactly why people were the way they were at the beginning of the movie. Overall, I very much enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Did you agree with me? Did you think it was a good movie, or did you not like it? And what didn't you like? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. So, have a good night.